Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to our Rogue Trader playthrough where, well, we are now on Act 3. We are beginning Act 3, so let's see how things go for us. So, Chapter 3, there we go. So we've got a couple of things going on. We've got to travel to the Atlas Reach to work out what's going on with the DRUKHARI, and we're just waiting for information. I think there are only quests. We still have Get Out, which is a bit weird. Hasn't evolved. And apparently we failed this mission. Authorize the database decryption on the personal cogitator. Honestly, don't know where that was meant to be done. I did have a bit of a look around for it, but I mean, it's failed now. It would have probably actually been up here, wouldn't it? I don't know. Anyway, so I think we needed to chat to Lurit before we started moving anyway. Here's my Eldari friend. There we go. Yeah. Is that snake demon seeking for your lifts? We are the children of... yeah, we're not raised butchers. Okay. No, I don't need anything else. Yeah, no. I thought she wanted to talk to me on the ship. But no, we'll get moving. I don't know why I'm saving again. It's that muscle memory to hit F5 and constantly save whenever I'm doing anything. So there's potentially stuff going on Footfall as well, but I'm not that fussed by that. We are going to head this... Oh, let's have a look at my colonial stuff. Apparently I have colony traits. I don't think there's going to be much more I can do on any of them. It's just wondering if, in case it had unlocked anything new. So, no. I'm assuming in Act 3 we're going to be unlocking more stuff. Okay. And we will reduce this to unsafe because I have no desire to be dealing with all that junk. Before we go in, let's save again. So this is Altasian Reach. Is this where I'm actually going, or is there going to be more from here? I think this is where we were going. Atlas Reach. So Atlasian Reach sounds like Atlas Reach. Doesn't unlock anything new. Annoyingly, I was hoping we'd unlock extra systems, but obviously... Oh, there we go. So, Lord Captain, according to the telemetry, we have arrived for coordinates specified. The augurs do not register any activity on the surface of local planets, biological or otherwise, but maybe the Xenos there are using arcane technology to conceal their presence. Despite this, the augur crew managed to locate a faint signal of the system's edge. According to their data, it is coming from an unidentified vessel drifting in orbit of a local gas giant. My kin could have faced a new threat. The scavengers, like pirates or something worse, if they were taken prisoner. I am begging you, Elentak, let us reach the shuttle. I can feel the thread of fate has frayed and is about to snap. I cannot miss what may be the only chance to solve the mystery behind the disappearance of my home. So I guess we're going to that. Let's save, just in case looking at other stuff first gets them all killed, because, you know. Come on, Plasteel. Yes! With my last extractor. So I really need to get more extractors. Look, Captains, an unusual cluster of twin asteroids before us, rich in rare minerals that are valuable. Rich in valuable minerals. They are moving in a fairly stable order. Ooh. Thankfully, we've got lots of that, but we will need to come back here later. So, that was weird. It gave me the option of doing that. Lord Captain reporting, our voidship has passed through a cloud of cosmic dust of unknown origin. Unfortunately, the dust particles have been covered with icy shell that has frozen into a thick sheet on the voidship's hull, blocking some of our technical operations. It will take time for the service to get here. Until then, our maneuverability will be somewhat reduced. That's new, and seems like a very good way of punishing me for looking for things. Not bad. Okay, and now to the vessel. Draft asteroid field. Okay. But yeah, I can come back here for some stuff later on. To place that later on. Obviously taking... I actually want to take Cassia with us, but who to replace? I'm going to take Cassia instead of Abelard, because I upgraded her and I want to check how solid her abilities are now. Because she was rather on level before. I just realised I didn't get around to levelling up Adara and the like last time, which I really should do.
You interrupted my thoughts.
Let's do a little bit of upgrading. Okay, I like that. Make her faster. And buff up her commerce. Okay, that's not necessarily terrible. If in the first turn of combat, all psychic powers cost less. Yeah, let's up his psi rating. Should have been doing this from much earlier. There we go.
Calculating optimal route.
Okay, so we failed something. Your ladyship rogue trader. What brings you to our humble ship? Stop quivering like a leaf in the wind, Monkai. Answer me. Have you seen others like me in this system? If you have, tell me where, when, and under what circumstances your journeys crossed and diverged afterwards. The officer's eyes widen at the sight of Eurus. His face grows even paler than before. His lips move in a wordless prayer, unable to utter word in response. A whirlwind of orange and blue torments their souls. Can you not feel its gusts in the air around us? Its hues, terrifying indeed. How do you know I am a rogue trader? The officer swallows and gives you a strange look and closes his eyes. Emperor, forgive me. I think we're about to be attacked. Yep, we're about to be attacked. Thank you for your assistance, my kin. It is somewhat regrettable that the time you spent in the company of Monkai has dulled your instincts. Then again, That weakness put me at an advantage. Zava. You gasp the poisoned air. In each breath burns your insides with liquid fire from throat to lungs. Every cell in your body is engulfed in maddening pain, as if you are being doused in molten metal, then skinned alive and subjected to yet another form of torture. The sound you hear from coming from somewhere far away, the moans of your people, the shuffling of bare feet, and light footsteps slowly getting closer. Ah, the Druki. Rogue trader. You can barely see anything through the haze of agony, but you still remember the voice well. The voice of a Xeno who devastated your capital. Marazahai's face is hidden behind a helmet. You, mankind, never learn. I am beginning to think your kind is eager to step into our snares. Ylrit, who is writhing in pain next to you, barely able to breathe. This is not what we agreed to. God damn it, Ylrit. Are you dissatisfied, my kin? I promised that you would have your precious craft world survivors. And so you will. I will take you to them. I might even be there to witness your jubilant reunion. Ah, you fool. Damn you, Harris growls hoarsely as he tries to get up, driven more by rage than physical strength. I will strangle you both. That seems unlikely, Monkai, but your fates are now mine to decide. To decide. You will rue crossing me. You disappoint me, Monkai. I have heard the pleas of millions of curses and curses of billions. You can do better. His last words fill your head like a deafening echo of a ship's gong. The gas creeps deeper into your lungs, eating through them hungrily as agony spreads down your every limb. You are suffocating. Are you enjoying the sensation? I had this poison made for you. Who could have thought that a Monkai would one day earn such an honor? A special gift from Drakon. But you're suffering. The Xeno leads closer. I knew the taste would be exquisite were I to add a touch of the DRUKHARI's talent for extracting anguish. Lovely, ma'am. However, there will be time for that later. Now, I wish to play with you, one after another. I need you for a purpose, rogue trader. Commorragh awaits you. All of you. Mandrakes, take them. Leave none behind. I assume I'm not getting to Commorragh because not many people get back from there. Commorragh is the Dark Eldar city, which is hidden deep, deep within the webway, and it's really hard to find for anybody. Oh, maybe I am. Your consciousness emerges from an ocean of darkness and nightmares, as if someone powerful's hand reached into the depths and brought you into the light. In the dark room, lanky and angular shadows move and exchange remarks. One of the shadows approaches, tearing the veil of pain and acquiring features that look familiar. You're awake, Monkai. Our toxin masters spared no effort to drag you out of the induced dream. I must commend the nightmare weavers. The emanations of fear you exuded in your delirium were worthy of the highest praise. However, it is time for you to finish what you were brought here for. It is time to work for the good of the Cabal, rogue trader. Where's everybody else? I do not know, rogue trader. Perhaps they exude suffering in one of the choirs of pain and torment. Perhaps they rot in one of the vats on the tiers below. I care little for their fate. As for your little friend from the craft world, oh, you are going to meet her soon. I bet you cannot wait to look her in the eyes. Burn in the Emperor's light. It looks like you have acquired a taste of the pain, Monkai. Have it your way. Resist the inevitable, and know a new facet of suffering. The DRUKHARI gestures to one of the shadows near you, and it forcibly tilts your head back. Mazzari brings the hand over the strange object closer. You manage to make out the translucent glossy skin, the bluish pulsating organs underneath, and the little head with serrated jaws before he pushes the lava into your face. Oh, lovely. And I failed the willpower check. Sensing warmth, the creature springs into motion. It blindly pokes your skin, discovers your nostril and rushes forward, stretching the skin and tearing through your mucous membrane. An unbearable pain overwhelms you as the lava forces away through the soft tissue and cartilage. Each movement... Darkness clouds your eyes. The sensation of an alien presence does not relent. This is not a conscious mind, but something primitive, yet unbelievably strong in its unknowable pursuit. It is crawling around in your thoughts, scratching them with its sides and changing their shape. Perhaps it's all just a bad dream, a quirk of the intellect, a calumny of the mind too weak. Okay. Basically, he's torturing me more. Oh. You have disappointed us, rogue trader von Valencius. Lord Captain, we've received an astropathic message from Darkness. Scalander reports Xeno's raid against a merchant ship. A new message from Scalander. Lord Captain, Achilles aides reports that Xeno's leader is heading for an attack on the paradise world of Gratis. We have identified the breed of Xenos that pose this threat. The Eldari, humanity's ancient and insidious foe. I've focused my attention on investigating the attacks across your protectorate. I suspect that there was something bigger behind the Xeno attacks, but... How is it that you were the only soul who managed to escape the trap on Ricad Minoris? How much truth is there to the rumours that the heretic Conrad Vortica is spreading about you? I am going to ignore any minor liberties that the esteemed rogue trader may have afforded yourself. Do my eyes deceive you? Explain yourself, Lantak. The tribunal is waiting for you. Your explanations. Come closer. And here comes our chief witness, the rogue trader herself. Henrix gives you a cold look. If the presented evidence was not enough to convict you, her testimony will conclude this confusing case, full of oath-breaking lies and heresy. You dragged this girl to trial and expect someone will lend an ear to a lowly heretic's testimony? I used to think better of you, Interrogator von Kallax. Lord Inquisitor, this is enough. Let her speak. The sooner this business is concluded, the better. Then let us continue. Shielded by the powers of the warrant of trade granted by the Imperium, Theodora von Valencius more than once allowed herself to openly collaborate with Xenos. She plunged her entire protectorate into apostasy and heresy, including the current rogue trader, and went out of her way to prevent the Inquisition and me personally from maintaining order inside the Expanse. Does the rogue trader admit to fraternizing with Xenos, serving them as a puppet and rejecting the God Emperor's light? Wait, something is wrong. I plead guilty, apparently. It was amusing, but the joke has outstayed its welcome. It is plainly obvious this heretic is dancing to your tune. Her word against mine? And you had lost before you unsheathed the blade, Henrix. You need not worry, dear Lord Captain. It is not my intention to bring you up on unsupported claims. The rogue trader solved the crimes of the Eldari on the most important agri-world of the Von Valencia's protectorate that feeds many colonies of the Imperium in the Expanse. But instead of purging the planet of Xenomenace, she allowed the off-worlders to take refuge in the shadow of her power. They are corrupting Janus society even as we speak. Who knows, perhaps another rebellion will not be long in coming. Except she did not stop at purging heresy from the planet. She let the Xenos take charge of the entire colony. I did not. They are advisors. Millions of lives were saved by xenocorruption. Not even the warrant of trade can justify such a crime. The rogue trader's connection to the DRUKHARI and members of different subspecies of the Eldari is just as obvious. Who else could help her divine, carefully preparations of the Dark Eldari, if not the other DRUKHARI? Jet von Valencius always ended up in the location of the DRUKHARI raid. The only plan of the Xenos I am aware of is one where playing games with my head. A pathetic charade. Does it remind you of anything? You don't say. Henrix, what do you think she is talking about? This is an obvious attempt to disrupt the trial with pathetic attempts at mockery. Jet, I suggest you watch your tongue and remain obedient. And perhaps, only perhaps, it will be enough to preserve your miserable life. At this point, the tribunal probably wants to know what the true intentions of the Von Valencius dynasty are. The rogue trader claims she has been waging a war against the DRUKHARI this entire time, except, was there really a war, or was it another carefully staged performance? Allow me to explain what actually happened. Jet von Valencius personally invited the DRUKHARI to her worlds, then used their strength and resources to sow chaos in the Expanse to gain leverage over her rivals. It is very convenient to play victim while working with those who rob neighbours blind. And terrify the worlds that pay you tribute. How much did you earn this way, rogue trader? Did you think I would not uncover your pathetic conspiracy? Yeah, I'm going for that one. I'm going to yawn at him. This so-called circus is your only chance to make yourself useful to the Inquisition. But it's not the Inquisition. Are you really saying your war of DRUKHARI was not a hoax? Then how did you and your foolish subjects know the coordinates of the enemy ships every time? How did you know their targets? Do you think your expert on all things Xenos was shrewd enough to divine the carefully prepared plan of Calibite's finest? No. Only the DRUKHARI could do that, and even then, only a few. This means there was collusion between you. Bull-headed stubbornness does not benefit a woman of your pedigree. Rogue trader. But since you have decided to deny everything, I will summon another witness. I am sure everyone will find it interesting to look into the sort of story from another angle. If the court so desires, my speech will run like a river and wash away any doubts. I found a shard of my home in the rogue trader's chambers. An entire craft world vanished among the stars. The only clue to its fate resting in the hands of this Monkai. This was when I began to suspect she had something to do with the misfortune. Okay, but it happened before. Do not be deceived by her look. There is a cunning predator hiding behind the beating of the fragile butterfly's wings. The Monkai before you is a bizarre amalgamation of qualities not usually inherent in her feeble species. She mastered the mysteries of many of the world's cultures, the secrets of the universe and ancient artifacts, the fine art of war, the intricacies of defeat. All are embodied in a single Monkai, however hard it may be to believe. However, the thread that bound our ways broke the moment I realized the Monkai's involvement in the disappearance of my home. To flee from the rogue trader, I tracked down and eliminated his chief tracker, who pursued our kin in this part of the galaxy for many years, and thus earned forgiveness from the court. So, Achilles did not simply vanish. You helped him disappear, but I didn't think he vanished. I think something got missed in the change of chapters when I was speaking to the interrogators. I say he had only himself to blame. An agreement cannot be recognised. And this is wrong. A trial for the Imperium would never acknowledge the words of a Xeno. You are only allowed to speak when someone addresses you. But since the rogue trader is so eager to make her voice heard, by all means, this court is curious. What have you gleaned from the interrogation? I hope I managed to ruin your performance, Miserai. All you had to do was remain pliant, useless Monkai. Trust me, you will be repaid for each of your antics 100-fold. You like jokes, do you? I will cut your filthy mouth wide open, from ear to ear. Enough! After the spell is lifted, staggering pain pierces your body, darkness clouds your vision, and nausea creeps into your throat. But the wounds you manage to forget soon remind you are still alive. Archon Nazraki, a muffled clapping, tears you from the vice of agony. The DRUKHARI in the centre of the chamber observes you coldly from under the golden mask, causing your insides to clench. A Drakon of the Cabal of the Revering Tempest has been cast down by his own ineptitude in an attempt to take part in Fiala Aikara, however I say that. Never did I think my eyes were destined to behold the greatest disgrace for a Dark One. A trueborn humbled by a lowly creature before the Council of Archons. Look at the female DRUKHARI? I fail. Look at Urette. Urette absorbs every word, occasionally wincing in pain and covering her weeping wounds. Her posture and gestures are full of tension, like prey cornered by a pack of predators. Europe shrinks under the hungry stares of those around her. Half face is hidden, Listen to the conversation. With the greatest respect, mighty Nazraki, Archon of the Cabal, of the Black Heart, first among the chosen, voice of the Overlord of the Dark City, bringer of demise, la 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 la. I would not dare disturb the Council of Archons, had it not been for... The Council of Archons has heard enough platitudes, Drakon, Marazhai, and I no longer wish, and it no longer wishes to. Of Vitral, verbose, for cut and thrust, keep time with fate's own machinations grave, but whose deft footwork leads to naught but dust, while from its brutal finish none can save. This play the puppet master granted me, through murky stalls and a path obligingly. The great puppet master has Vect himself invited you to this chamber? The Archon chokes on his own words. No matter. You may be our guest, our Benean, but you are merely a spectator in this performance, and spectators do not belong on the stage. as you undoubtedly know. Do not interfere. A shadow in the shadows I will be. Ah, the bright motley hollow-suited, the mask hiding his owner's face, and a graceful smile, subtle movements. Before you stands a harlequin, another representative of the multifaceted Eldari race. The Xeno catches your eye and nods. For the moment, the play of shadows on the mask appears to twist its expression to a mischievous grin. So they're not necessarily evil? I don't know anything about that. Keep listening. Rid the Council of Archons of this pathetic wretch, and the refuse he dared drag into the palace. The arena will strip Marazahai of his titles and his skin, and the other contenders' blows will break his bones and his pride. Nothing but blood and suffering will wash away the shame the foolish Drakon has brought upon himself this day. Does the Council of Archons only consist of the deaf and blind? Let us return to you, Urias. The Harlequin's laughter interrupts the Archon and echoes under the vaults of the chamber. And all the masks upon their marks now stand. The slave of vanity the spire ascends. The thief and traitor cast downward by her hand. Unbeknownst to all, their fate depends upon a lead unseen. A player green. The Harlequin leans forward, and his eyes flashes forward and eyes you with genuine interest. Sorry. Is this how you treat the hospitality of Commorragh? Benian? The Archon angrily balls his fist, the shadow of his wrath hanging over the Eldari interloper like a thundercloud. I thought your words were worth more. You insult me by interrupting the trial again. He sweeps in a theatrical bow. You, Archon, speak a just rebuke in truth. Fate's melodies and snarls fantastic have entrapped me here, and when I heard them play, I could not keep my lips from grinning wide. Here comes the hour of shadows to retreat, to where the curtain waits to rise. The laugh, with no beginning, now sends forth the call. Ouch! So I think we're going to get saved by this person. Sorry, I really need to have a glass of water when I'm recording this game because there's so much speaking. Okay. The world is an impenetrable haze of warm pain. You lie motionless. No, you rest in the murky gloom, slowly dissolving into nothingness. Sometimes your repose is troubled by unpleasant and persistent tremors coming from the place where your legs used to be. You do your best to ignore them. Away, you vulture! This is not your prey! A vaguely familiar voice reaches you through the curtain of darkness, but your disobedient thoughts refuse to reveal them. From this phantasmagoria retreat, and deftly seize the merchant vagabond. The puppet master's strings left dangling, again rise up to take your place in the dance. Till I get a cup of recaf, my vital status is yet to be determined. Alas, the bliss of death will save you not. The whirling waltz of chance and gloom you'll dance. A prickling sensation burns your shoulder, and the darkness at last fully withdraws from your mind. Whatever the injection was, it's making your heart beat a frenzied tattoo. Your pupils narrow, and you now register every detail of this disgusting place within which you found yourself in merciless clarity. Feel your body. You immediately regret the decision. Every inch of your body is suffering. Where am I? Among the shadows in the wings you lie, where taut are pulled and the puppet master string. The stranger intricately links his fingers and mimics the tools of the puppeteer. My companions, where are they? Not here. The roles have been decided now, but if you play your part, perhaps the plot will draw them back together. Or to doom. This overture in verse, the final lines, the merchant's time to tread the boards has come. Embark now upon your pilgrimage. Take my parting gift, a humble propt. Gift from beyond the grave, okay. You may have commanded multiple planets, millions of lives, but now you can't room rise. Gather your strength and simply rise. Your bare feet feel like they are stuffed with rags and refuse to obey. You have to draw upon your willpower to suppress a rebellion and stand upright. Okay, so we are literally in Commorragh. I suspect, guys, that this is a good place to stop. So next time we will continue this and we will attempt to escape this place. I suspect we're going to have a fun here, finding all of our companions, working our way out, finding Lurit and finding out why she betrayed me and all that fun stuff. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you are enjoying this playthrough. Please do like and subscribe, and pop a comment down below. And as always, pop a comment, let me know what we should do if you're it. And as always, extra special thank you to our channel members and patrons. That's Monsterbound, Philip F, Nose, Andrew T, Prataru, Brandon, Space Ace 475, Coding Monster, Jason Air, Egg, and Jared Horn. And thank you, everyone, for watching. Cheers all.